Okay, stand nice and tall. We've got our football, so just going to pull the waist in nice and tight. Just slightly hinge forward from the hips. Take the arms forward, arms are bent, and squeeze the football. Now we're going to take the right leg behind, so we're going to come down into a little curtsy squat and then back up. So we're going to go for 8 here. So just, you don't have to go too low right now. We're just starting, we're just warming up. All right, but keep the waist in the whole time. Squeeze the football the whole time. Focus on your breathing the whole time. All right, here's our last one. So this time as you come down, we're going to hold and just pulse. So going down a little deeper if you can. All right, there's halfway already. So squeezing on the football, focus on the breathing. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up, come to center, feet hip width apart, or maybe just slightly wider. So we're down for a squat. So we're just coming down, back up, and down, up. We've got 8. You're squeezing on the football at the same time, just because you may as well. Keep working the arms a little bit there too. Keep the waistline in. There's 5 already. You've got 3 to go. One last time. Come back up. Now we're going to step to the other side. And we've got our curtsy squats again. So down and up. 8. Breathe deep. All right. There's 4. You're halfway already. So squeezing on the football. Waistline pulling in. Breathing nice and deep. Getting ready. All right, one last time. And then take it down, hold it, little pulse. You've got 16 now. So, a little deeper if you can. Try and work a little harder if you can. There's halfway already. Okay, so you're almost done. Last 2. Come back up. Take a breath. We're back to center. We're back to squats. Just trying to like you're sitting back into a chair. So push your bum behind you. Squeeze on the football. Keep the chest lifted up. Breathe nice and deep. 2 left. All right, take a breath. So we're going to come down to the mat where we're going to do a little elevated plank. Okay, not the easiest position to get into to get us started. So I'm going to place feet on the footballs. We're then forward into plank position, but just with the knees, just to get us started. All right, and we might wobble. Keep the waist in nice and tight, take a breath, and then just lengthen the legs so you come up into a plank position. Now, if that's too much, it might well be you just follow Julie. She's gonna let her knees come down onto the floor and just hold from a knee position. So the knees drop down, still gonna be working hard. Focus on the breathing. All right, we've got like another 10 seconds or so here, so just keeping the waist in. Trying to relax the shoulders, keeping the balance. Belly button to spine. Okay, and then just slowly let the knees come back down onto the mat. Now you're going to push yourself back up into a kneeling position. Just we're going to change again. So you're going to take hold of the football. We're going to come forward into a box position here. So the hands come under the shoulders. Now the football is going to go behind the right leg. So both hands under shoulders, knees slightly apart. Squeeze the ball and then just bring that leg up. So you're trying to get the knee in line with the hip and then just a little push up. All right, so a little pulse, a little squeeze. Keep it going. Focus on your breathing, last 5. And then hold that leg in that position, squeeze the football and bring the knee back in towards the chest. Keep it fairly slow and then push it back out again. And then again, so just bringing the knee in, squeezing on the football, keeping the waist in, breathing deeply. All right, there's 3, we've got 2 more. So just bring the knee in, lift it back up, trying to get the knees pretty much in line with your hip. Okay, so there's 5, come back in. So this time as you push up, hold it. Now back to the pulses, little push up, little squeeze. You're halfway. So squeezing on the football, last 5. And then just let that leg come back down, take a breath, and then let's just switch sides. So pop the football behind the other leg, hands under your shoulders, waistline pulling in, take a breath, take the leg up, foot in line with your, or knee in line with your hip, foot flex to the ceiling, little push up, and squeeze. So you're gonna squeeze into the glutes, into the hamstrings. Keep the waist in at the same time. Almost there. All right, hold it, squeeze. Now bring the knee back in. You've got 5 here. Trying to keep the foot flexed. So as the foot is flexed and you push to the heel and you squeeze on that football, you're going to feel a little more through your hamstrings. All right, the back of the leg. Getting some work. Keep the waist in. Keep it going. One last full one here. So come back in. Lengthen back up. Hold it then. A little push up. Squeeze. And really squeeze. You want to feel those muscles firmer and stronger all the time. You've just got 5 left. All right, there you go. Come back in. Take a breath. Now, we're staying pretty much the same position, but the football is moving. It's coming in between our knees. Hands under your shoulders. Curl the toes so they're in contact with the mat. Pull the waist in, squeeze the ball, and then just hover the knees off the mat. So, thigh plank. I'm thinking 30 seconds or so. Squeeze on the football. Keep the waistline in so your shoulders will feel a little bit, but get the waistline to try and hold you there, and your thighs. This is so strengthening through your thighs. Breathe deeply. Belly button to spine the whole time. All right, you're going to get a little bit shaky. That's okay. We're nearly there. Few more seconds. Breathe deep. How are the girls doing? Oh, they're looking good. So let's add a few seconds on. Another 10. All right, squeeze the ball. Waistline in. Breathe through it. And then just slowly let yourself come back down onto the mat. So you're going to sit back onto your heels. Take a breath. Now take the football and then bring yourself round so you are sitting. So we are going to do some work as we take ourselves down to the mat. I want you to lengthen up, pull the middle in, tuck the chin, elbows wide, squeeze on the football so arms get some work there too, and curl back halfway. So you're taking it back halfway and holding it, and breathe. So squeeze the ball, keep the waist in, and then we add a little twist. So we're going to take the left elbow towards the floor, come back up to center, and then the right. All right, as close to the floor as you can manage. You might be able to get all the way down, or you might just be going halfway. It doesn't matter. Just keep twisting. Keep the waist in as you twist. So as you do that twist, your obliques, outer waistline, working hard, firmer and stronger. All right, shaping and toning your waistline. Keep working, keep squeezing, keep that middle in nice and tight the whole time. Okay, so now come back to center, just hold it and squeeze and hold, and then super slowly curl down to the mat. Slow. Make it hard work to get back down onto the mat. Once we are on the mat, you're going to walk your feet in and place the football in between your knees. Okay, so squeezing on the football. Now you could have hand weights here to work a little harder. Squeeze the football, or you could take the football away to work a little less hard. All right, so belly button to spine. You're going to lift up the head and shoulders, tuck the chin, and the hands just hover off the floor. So coming forward an inch and back an inch. Now, we're going to go for 100 tiny little pulses here, and Julie will let us know when we are halfway, and then she'll let us know again once we're finished. All right, so you're pushing the ribs towards the hips, you're squeezing on the football. If you need a little extra work, you lift the arms up towards the ceiling, so reach towards the ceiling. If you need it even more, those arms start to come behind you a little bit, and now they're acting as a load, they're a weight. All right, so the chin is down, you squeeze that football, and you push the ribs towards the hips every time. Okay, so I'll just keep my arms down to the side, so my arms aren't in the way at all. Oh, we are halfway. All right, so ribs to hips, keep it going. Now, if your neck feels tight, support it. Never let your neck get the tension. Six pack, deep abs, but not your neck. So elbow wide to the side if you need that little bit of support, right? You're still squeezing on the football, so inner thighs get a little bit of work. Middle, squeeze it down, breathe deep, tuck the chin. We're nearly there. So just relax your shoulders. Maybe come up a little higher off the mat here and get even deeper into those abs. Right. Keep it going. We're nearly done. Oh, there you go. Take the head down. Now you're going to take the football and pop it in your hands. Take a breath. So feet are hip width apart. We're not stopping. Belly buttons to spine. Pull it in nice and tight. Bring the legs back up. Knees are over the hips. You're holding the football. And then you lift up. From here, we're going to lengthen arms and legs away. Getting the hands and feet as close to the floor as you can. Come back to center. So we're just going to repeat that. So you're keeping the lower back completely still. It is not arching up. It might want to at some point, in which case you make the movement smaller. Don't take the feet so close to the floor. Okay, you're keeping your head and shoulders lifted the whole time here. Your waistline, it's working crazy time. All right, so breathe deep. One last time like this. And then, so come to center. Now lengthen and just hold it. Turn the toes out, little taps with your heels. All right, bonkers hard. If it's too hard, don't do it. Take a moment, have a breather. Keep the waist and do not let your lower back lift up. Okay, hold it, bring the knees in, take a breath. Head comes down. Okay, I'm really tempted. I think we should just do that again. All right, bring the legs back up, knees over hips, head and shoulders lift. All right, now lengthen the arms and legs away. Keep that waistline in, breathe deeply. Do not let the lower back arch off the mat. Belly buttons to spine, stay so strong. All right, reaching into the fingers, into the toes. All right, so here's our last full one. And then, here we go. Lengthen, hold, turn the toes out and tap, and keep tapping, and feel that waistline. Firmer, stronger, smaller. Breathe through it. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're done. Take a breath. All right, pop the football to the side. And then, just gonna hug the knees in. And lengthen the legs up to the ceiling. In fact, I'm just gonna move a little bit down the mat so Anne can show you these amazing circles. So, legs come up, nice and straight. Head and shoulders can lift, head can be down, middle is in. Might want your hands on the floor, a little bit of help. So we're gonna draw circles around. You're gonna make those circles as big as you can, and as you'll notice, Anne's really, really good at this one. All right, so you're trying to get the feet as close to the floor as you can, but you keep the control in the waistline and breathe deeply the whole time too. All right, so come back up to center and then we just switch direction. It's a little trickier the other way around. So you breathe deeply, waistline, doing that work. Focus on your breathing. Keep the middle in nice and tight. Bigger circles if you can, but keep them really small if you need to as well. Okay, we don't start off with circles quite this big, so just where you need to be. Come back to center, hold it. Head comes down, take a breath. All right, ideally, your hands come on your shoulders. That might be too much, you might want your hands on the mat. Belly button to spine, poke the toes, up towards the ceiling. So you are using your deep abs, it's just your waistline. That's all. Only muscle that's working right now, just beneath your belly button. Deep abs, pull them in tight and let them just lift the hips up towards the ceiling. A little poke up. Breathe in deeply as you do it. All right, last 5. So it's a huge amount of work for a very little muscle. All right, but keep it going. 2 more. And then we are nearly on the home straight. All right, so keep the legs straight. Now you might want your hands back down. Your hands can stay on your shoulders if you want to. Take a breath, or even better, fingertips to ears, elbows wide to the side, head and shoulders lifted. Just gonna lower the legs not too far, 12 to 18 inches, and then pull back up. All right, it's hard work. So don't go too low unless you know you've got really, really good core strength. All right, breathe deeply. Your back, your lower back is still. It's not doing any work at all, just the waistline. So it's an awful lot for the waistline. One last time here. So you're just gonna lower down, come back up, hold it there, take a breath. We're still not quite done. All right, little cross scissors. Cross scissor down towards the floor and then just cross scissor back up. And then again, reach into the toes. Now head and shoulders lifted, or maybe your head needs to be down on the mat right now. That's okay. Just make sure Your lower back is not arching off the floor. Your lower back is still. It's supported by your abs. Belly button to spine. All right, we're nearly done. One last time. Okay, so come back up, hold it, bend the legs, head down, take a breath. Phew, we are almost there. Okay, so we're just gonna reset for a moment. Come back to the middle of the mat. Okay, so we need footballs. Our legs are gonna be in a little V position, so the feet touch, and they touch from toe to heel. And then the football's in between the knees, and then we're lying down on the mat. Waistline in, belly button to spine again. So this is a stretch, but you're gonna feel your inner thighs as well. So hands on shoulders, curl the lower back off the mat, not too far, a couple inches, and then up and down. So you squeeze the football, your inner thighs are gonna feel the work. You're gonna squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings. So feeling plenty of work there too, lifting and tightening and toning all the time. Right, keep squeezing, keep curling, keep working. Just up an inch, down, up, down, up, down. It's quite fast. Belly button to spine as you do it. Eyes closed, it's so nice. Just close your eyes, enjoy. All right, up and down, squeeze the ball, breathe deep, belly button to spine. If you're a little much with the hands there, keep them on the floor, it's fine. Whatever feels good right now. All right, inner thighs, they should be starting to feel some work right now. So let's just keep it going. Just another few seconds, and then keep the waist in. You're curling the lower back, curling the pelvis every time. All right, there we go. Hold it there now. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Just lower your back onto the mat. Take the football, place it to the side. Take a nice deep breath. Whew. All right, feet and knees in together. Take the arms out to the side. Just a nice little hip twist to finish off. So you're going to take the knees across to the right as far as you possibly can, letting the head come across to the left. And then from there, you're going to pull back to center, but it's the waistline, okay? It's not the legs doing the work there, it's the middle. Oh, sorry. And then take head the opposite way. So you're trying to get the knees a little closer to the floor if you possibly can, without your shoulders lifting up. So the shoulders, it's like they're glued onto the mat. They are not budging at all. Breathe deeply. All right, we'll just do one more each side. So just slowly this time, just take it across to the other side. It's your last one, just enjoy. Waistline stays in though, and then once you're back to center, take a nice deep breath. Ooh. All right, lengthen the arms behind you, lengthen the legs away, close your eyes, just relax completely, sink into the mat, take a deep breath. Whew, you're done.